Hey folks, Rob back with another Rob Plays, and this time we've got Arkanoid. Alright, so Arkanoid of course was originally an arcade hit by Taito from 1986 and converted and released a year later for the C64. Now, one of the things I love with this game, as you can already see right now, is input devices. So I'm going to put paddles on because I can, and because it's close to the arcade experience like that. Okay, that means I've got the wrong paddle connected. Wrong paddle. Commodore paddles are like the Atari ones where they've got two on the one cable, so you've just got to make sure you pick the right one. Come on. There we go. I haven't played this in a while, so I forgot how long that initial screen is. So, yeah, the Arkanoid's destroyed, the Valse escapes, and is trapped in... There we go. So you know the deal, it's breakout with power-ups. So our first one is catch, and that was just an expand which we've missed. And of course, you know the others, there's S for slow, B for break, which opens a secret getaway to the next stage. There's the D for disrupt that breaks the bolt into 3. And of course the laser. Now, that's actually an interesting point of contention with the Commodore version, is there's a rather gnarly bug that means that the laser power-ups don't spawn properly. Now, for the sake of things, I'm using a cracked version that has that fixed. But, you know, if you want the proper C64 Arkanoid experience, you're not going to have those. There we go. One life down. It's been such a long time since I played this in general, but to play it with paddles, it feels really good. You know, Arkanoid, of course, in the arcade used paddles. There is that collision. Arkanoid, of course, used a spinner, not a paddle, in the arcades. And whilst a paddle won't give you the same feel as a 360-degree spinner, it still feels great. I mean, most people, you know, and I spent a lot of time playing this as a kid with a joystick, and it's just not the same. I mean, the other thing is there are the best. Ooh, B, they'll open the door to the next stage. Go for it. Of course. I mean, there's 32 levels in this, and that's a lot to begin with. Let alone ignoring the fact that... I'm doing terribly. Ignoring the fact that in two-player mode, there's another bug where you can actually get the second... One of the players, I think, you need the second player to do it. You have to get to, like, over 20,000. And then player one, or then... I think it's player one basically gets a life per block. So the little jingle that plays when you get an extra life gets annoying very fast. I remember discovering that as a kid by accident. It was just, I got bored one day and accidentally put it into two-player mode, and then the next thing I know, plenty of lives. But yeah, the paddle control is very nice. Most of this is going to be me just raving about paddles, because it's really the way you got to play a game like this. You know, it's the same thing with the console versions getting it, and I remember, you know, I was enough of a sucker that for the version that came out on the DS, they actually released a little paddle attachment that connects to the Game Boy Advance's cart port, so slot 2. And yes, I even went and imported that, which was very good. Which is well worth it, although that version of the game wasn't so great. So there we go. We're almost at 20k though, so almost extra life. Yay! And that's probably game over. Last life, no. Can I get an extra life here? Come on. There we go. So yeah, imagine that jingle playing after every block. It would probably drive you bonkers. Anyway. Slowly got most of this stage being cleared. So one of the things that disappoints me, though, is paddle support for 64 games was never a big thing. You know, other than a few early titles from Commodore, you know, the Pinball Spectacular, Le Mans, and a few others. You know, there was this and not much else. And I know there's been a few homebrew games that support them later on, but it's not quite the same. And, you know, it's one of the things that disappointed with Revenge of Doe, is that you only had mice. Well, you know, joysticks or mice. And this has mice support as well, Neos mouse, and I would love to try that, but my Neos mouse is very weird in behaving, so I haven't really used it with many games. And I don't know if they ever patched Commodore mouse support in, because I think the US version of Arkanoid supports Commodore mice, but I'd have to double check. This is always the part I hate when you get to like the end of the stage. You've got like a couple of blocks left, and you've just got to be so precise with your aiming to just get them. Now we're down to the last one. Come on. Oh no. One more hit. Yes. Oh no. 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 Oops. Alright, I'm going to have another play. See if we can do better this time around. Come on. How long this damn scene takes. So other than a couple of things, like I know the collisions are a little off right at the extremity of the bat. Actually, I always thought this was a really good conversion. You know, it's a nice, colourful graphics. That Arkanoid title theme, so awesome. Yeah, I love the control options, and I think the only other version that had paddle support of the home computer versions was the Atari version. I was messing around with that a few days ago, actually, just for... I had my Atari out for capturing some footage, and yeah, I just like went through the SD card later. It's just like, ooh, and it's like, yeah, the Atari version has paddles, which makes sense because, of course, those just reused 2600 paddles. Oh, terrible move there. Just the slowdown. Paddles do not help my game playing prowess on this game. They certainly do not. Oh, curses. This is going to end sooner rather than later, that's for sure. Alright. See if we can do better than that last play, but I don't think that's going to happen. mediocre. This is a mediocre run through. Let's come on. Let's have a look. Come on. I thought it would have hit the I thought it would have hit one of those enemies by then. Okay. Come on, come on. Ah. This is always the thing that gets frustrating when you just got like a last block or two and you've just got to just try to line them up and just get them through. Yes. Yes. We're almost on, and we're up to stage 2. Let's not mess this up because it'd be nice to actually get the extra life. And there we go. Oh, no! I don't think it's worth me starting. I really enjoy Arkanoid on 64. I think despite, you know, the bugs, despite a couple of little minor bugs, you know, it's nice and colourful, it plays well. The pair of paddles, it's just utterly sublime. And I'm really glad I pulled the paddles out to play this for this video. I mean, you can see just how much smoother that paddle moves than it would be if it was just a good old joystick. So yeah, definitely go check it out. With a pair of paddles handy. I mean, supposedly you can use 2600 paddles on the C64. I've never tried. Apparently, like, the range is different. I think the 2600 ones have got to be very narrow. But yeah, Arkanoid I think is great. Well worth checking out. So for that, thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this, do leave a thumbs up and a comment. You know, it does help these videos come up in searches and whatnot. You know, and if you want to check out more videos, I've got plenty more on the channel. You know, see links down below to the playlists, or hit the subscribe button to grab new ones as they come in. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.